Happy Valentine's, folks. Happy Valentine's. Happy Valentine. It's the day of love today, guys. It's the day of love. Love your loved ones. Yeah, so England versus Italy. England versus Italia. On the team sheet, I noticed that England are playing Owen Farrell at 10 for the first time after their longest time. So they dropped Amaka Smith to the bench and start Farrell at 10. So I think it's a good decision from Bothwick, because Farrell is not a 12 really. He prefers to play at 10. They need a very good 12. They need to groom someone there at 12. Game starts with 5 minutes in. There's a scrum and England win a scrum penalty from the scrum. The referee says that the Italian tight head Riccioni was overextended, so was not stable during engagement, which I don't really agree with. Well, they are referees, they make mistakes, but I feel like Italy had done here, because if the referee was standing on the other side of Kyle Sinclair, you would have also noticed that Kyle Sinclair was also very much extended and actually fell on the point of impact. So I think Italy had done here, and one of those 50-50 calls that go against you in a game. So there's nothing that they could do, because it depended on where the referee was standing. If he was standing on Kyle Sinclair's side, he would have given the penalty to Italy. But because he was standing on Italy's tight head side, Riccioni, he noticed that Riccioni was overextended, and then if you're overextended in a scrum, your arms are much more pulled, and your hips and your knees are not underneath you, so you struggle to have balance. You usually slip, or usually get your knee on the floor, which is illegal in rugby. You can't do that in the scrum. You stay up to hold the scrum steady. So penalty, England. Italy get another. So nothing happens after that. Nothing. There's no major event that happens after that. Italy get another scrum, and the referee close to the half now, and the referee awards a free kick to England because the Italian hooker didn't have his break foot out during engagement. So there's a new breakfoot law in place now for scrums. A hooker is expected to have a breakfoot out up until after the engagement, so that you can reduce the amount of extra loads that go through the head during engagement. You know this. So when you have a breakfoot out, it reduces the amount of load, and it can help in the long term. The hope is that it will help reduce the long-term effects to players' well-being after they retire from the game. I do understand this penalty, because the referees have said that they are going to be very strict on safe engagement in the scrum.
We're looking for a safe engagement process.
So from this penalty, England opt for another scrum. From this scrum, they take it out and nearly score through a grabber kick from Van Potvliet, but it doesn't get there on time. So it's goal line dropout. So it's goal line dropout for Italy. Again, Italy concede a ruck penalty around minute 11. One of their guys trying to steal a ball, gets his hands on the ground before going for the ball. Again, I don't quite agree with this sanction from the referee, because in the video that they released, Matt Carley said that
situations where hands go on the floor would normally lead us to think that they've gone past the ball and they're not in control. On occasions, if the ball carrier traps the ball underneath him, we might allow the jackler to put his hands on the floor and then search for the ball.
So we're going to interpret, if they're going to look at the situation before they give away a penalty to sanction a team, So if a player, for example, reaches over the grass and they realize that the player who's supposed to roll and release the ball was still rolling, so the player can hit the grass and then scoop the ball, they will award the penalty to the guy who tackled the ball. But if they realize that the player was intentional on getting his hand on the grass before reaching for the ball, then it's going to be the sanction. It's going to be a sanction to the guy who was trying to steal the ball. In this case, the English player is still rolling, still momentum. So the Italian guy gets over in a tackle position, tries to put his hands on the ball, but then the English guy is still rolling. So he accidentally reaches for the ground and then tries to move backwards quickly to scoop the ball. But then the referee sanctions the Italian guy trying to steal the ball, which I don't agree with.
Awful lot of England possession early on.
Advantage.
And now Italy concede another penalty.
But I don't understand what he sees there, because he's right in front of him and he sees what's going on, but still sanctions Italy. And I think these 3 penalties, early penalties in the game, dropped the Italian energy. So they kind of were shaken a bit, taken aback a bit by this. England, from this penalty, England go for corner. They go for corner. From the corner, they throw a line out and drive and go and score an easy try to Jack Willis.
Didn't really get their rolling, rumbling maul going against Scotland. Put a bit of extra weight into this one, and there's the end.
Don't defend a maul like that. You're supposed to reform. If a maul moves, the players re-engage, come back, form again, re-engage, come back. You check where the maul is going. You check where the maul is going. You don't get stuck in one place and defend that particular position, because the maul skews, it moves, you know. England scored easy try to Jack Willis. After this, there's really nothing that happens up until close to the 30th minute 26. England have a line out 5 meters outside the Italian try line, and Italy concede a penalty and get a yellow card. Lorenzo Canone, after the ref gives multiple warnings to Italy infringing inside the red zone. He gives them a yellow card, and again England opt for a quick tap after this, because we was playing advantage. They opt for a quick tap and knock the ball for 3 phases to go and score through Oli Chesham at the corner.
Genge with Sinclair not far away. Atoje there as well. Van Portfleet being buffeted around. Willis hunting a second. Atoje takes control, finds Sinclair. Ludlam's there to make sure the ball comes back on the white side. Dombrandt looks interested, so does Chesham. And it is Chesham, and it's a second for England.
Again, Italian defense is not coming good in this game. They are very passive. They look like their heads are not in the game. They look distracted, not themselves. Well, not themselves. There's no energy from them, you know. No energy from Italy. No real initiative to grab the game by the scruff of the neck and just control the game. They are very passive in the lines, not communicating very well, Italy. So I made a note that Jack Willis is impressing me here. He has huge carries. He's hard on defense. He tackles well. The guy likes tackling. Before halftime, 6 minutes before halftime, England are attacking, and through this attack, they run 2 good blockers to go and score through Van Portfleet. But now the try is denied, because during this attack, there's an obstruction. England committed an obstruction. But now the ref is playing advantage, so they go back and kick for corner. From that corner, they throw a line out outside the Italian try line, and they drive this to go score and try again through Jamie George.
And again, it's Ludlam, and once more
George just needs to be better with that ball there, needs to get it on the inside.
Henry Slade drove in.
Again, Italy are not defending well these lineouts. They look very disorganized. Very disorganized. I don't know what the message was. I feel like it's the penalties that they were conceding earlier in the game. So they felt their energy just dropped. You know, they were not really in the game. From this tie, nothing really happens. It's 4 minutes left before half time. Owen Farrell kicks and then it's half time. England are leading 19-0. 19-0. Italy are behind. They haven't scored a point in the first half. So I'm worried. I'm thinking it's game over, but I'm still confident. Still have some hope on Italy. But England are showing some accuracy also in their attacks, you know. So they come back from the sheds in the second half. Italy opened the second half with a very good, energetic attack. It's unlike them from the first half. This time around, second half, they are attacking. Good energy from a line out. They work the ball for 18 phases. Good phases to score on and score through Riccioni.
In there through brute force alone, because England have been physically dominant, so they will need to front up physically, and perhaps a bit more variation in terms of their attack. They don't seem quite as expansive and aggressive as they did last week.
Once more it's Negri, Sebastian Negri. Kevin Sinfield drilled England defence has been on its toes, certainly for the first 40-odd minutes. Italy threatening now, however. There's the hooker Giacomo Nicotera. Canone, Lorenzo Canone, 22-year-old, Six Nations debut last weekend against France, and here's Nicotera again. Italy still operating without the injured Gianmarco Allen. And this is Nicolo Canone. Brex, Allen, oh, much better. And here's Rutzer, and oh, much better. Here goes Capuozzo. Hassel Collins in desperate defence. England being stretched in a way that they weren't at any point in that first half. Most Italian phases in the match, and it's drawn them this close. Varney gets them going once more. Canone. Riccioni amongst those reloading. It's Canone once more. Varney. Oh, he has a little snipe on his own. It was a high tackle, penalties on its way. Riccioni stretching and getting...
Italy shows some good retention in the second half. I think the coach, Crowley, his name is Crowley, right? I hope it's the right name. Is their coach, Crowley. I think he's working them up a bit, you know. They look more energetic. They are running good lines. They are winning gain line on collisions. They are passing the balls very well. Nice short passes inside, making good decisions. The players supporting are running good lines also. The runs they make are also well timed. When a player falls, there's always a support player looking to get an offload. It's beautiful to watch. And so they are using quick rucks. Quick rucks doesn't allow England to reform on their D lines. Just pressure. That's what I wanted them to do from the start. They are doing it now. Italy winning collisions. They're gaining. It's beautiful. Good retention. And as I said, they go to score through Riccioni. Beautiful play from Italy. It's promising. I'm like, okay, they're going to come back now. Italy are growing in confidence. They're winning turnovers. They're winning collisions. Momentum swing. It's nice to watch. Italy are just turning up now. I'm having hope, you know. But then, just only looks good for Italy. England get a penalty and kick for touch on Italy's 5-meter line and drive a maul. Italy stop it, try to stop it, but it's illegal. And they collapse it, and England get another penalty. Oh, sorry. So Italy tried to stop it illegally, and the ref gives a penalty try to England, and Italy get a yellow card. Horrible.
Final. And he engages in this maul won by Ludlam. England turn it round. Jamie George, you can see what's on his mind. It would be his second and England's fourth.
Okay, so penalty try?
Ooh, it's a penalty try. It's not Jamie George's try. but it is England. It is a fourth, and it's a bonus point score, and England are winning the...
Score becomes 26-7. England are leading. Around minute 60, Luca Bigi, the Italian hooker, he throws a good line out, and Italy launch an attack outside their 22, moving the ball quickly from left to right side of the pitch. It gets to Capuozzo. He makes a one-on-one break on the outside 5-meter line channel, just on the fringes of the pitch. Gets tackled, but offloads to Varney. England win turnover, but then they knock it on the turnover.
Cotterer and Sebastian Negri, who was sacrificed to make way for the front row, is with us again. The yellow card period over, and Italy running, and this is beautiful. And here goes Capuozzo with the ball away, and Varney was up in support. Back to Bruno.
What a tackle from Ben Earl there, getting back. Looked like all was lost for England.
Zani. Allen thought about kicking, then realised that there were two forwards away on the right-hand side, so kept it tight. Allen once more. And Ferrari takes it up towards England's 22. Well, Rutsa away quickly but not cleanly.
Italy get a scrum just outside the England 22. From this scrum, it's a solid scrum from Italy. They launch another attack and recycle the ball for 2 phases and go on and score a beautiful try through Alessandro Fusco.
It's Italy's chance to entertain Fusco and Brex. Oh, he is so big when he gets going. Allen. Oh, taken on brilliantly, and this is Menoncello. Fusco scoring.
It's a beautiful attack from Italy. Again, they apply the same thing. Quick ball on the rocks, not allowing England to reset. They are running good lines, well-timed runs. You know, the passes, the guy passing the ball doesn't have to think twice because the run is well-timed. They're running good support lines. They are just so nippy. And then the collisions, winning advantage. They're winning the collision lines. Get on the contact, they get a meter. Contact, they get a meter. A contact, they get a meter. So it really brings up the energy in the team because everyone is doing well, you know. England get their around minute 70. England get their own line out. Around minute 70, England get their own line out and drive a maul for a couple of meters. Maul stops and goes to ground legally this time around. Then the ball is recycled for 3 phases. And Mitchell, the new guy on the pitch, number 9 on the pitch, debutant also, makes a lateral run towards the touch line to pass to Arundel. Arundel, I think I'm saying it right. It's Arundel, the debutant. Arundel gets the ball and goes on to finish a beautiful try on the corner there.
Mitchell, such a threat in these situations, and off he goes. Might go on his own. Gets it away to Arundel. Arundel scores. It won't be the first time we...
Again, good stuff from the England debutants. You know, they're showing a lot of leadership, initiative to play, to show that they want to be in the England setup. They want to play. They have passion. They have talent also. Beautiful try from these guys. Good combination from the debutants. So the score becomes England 31, Italy 14. After this try, nothing really big happens up until 80th minute. And then the game ends at the 80th minute. So the final score for this game is England 31, Italy 14. Some players really impressed me here. They really played well. Some players that really played well here. It's one of them is Jack Willis, who I think had good carries in the game. Was hard on defense. Just the carries that he was making, you know, he looked formidable for me. Ollie Lawrence, the number 12. I think this guy also, he He showed some strong drives in contact, showed some good defense, made some good steals for England, ran some good lines. So he's promising well as a 12. England needs someone at 12. They need someone like with immediate effect. They need someone who's gonna settle there and take that shirt and make it theirs. Because at 12 and 13, you need to be formidable as a team. You need to have a good pairing system at 12 and 13. A very settled 12 and 13, like the Allende and Lucanio Arm for my national team. So yeah, to do well there, England, I think they found a good guy in Ollie Lawrence here. But still early days, you know. They still need to groom him to make him better. If he gets more caps under his belt, he will just become world class. Another player that impressed me is Ange Capuozzo, the Italian guy, the fullback of Italy. As usual though, good breaks, good running lines, good passes when he falls, offloads, quick acceleration. You know, he accelerates very fast. If he sees a gap, he gets in the gap and accelerates. Usually it's a mismatch and it goes through. Yeah, Capuozzo was good overall. Brilliant player. Just so impressive. Just so impressive and so good overall. So yeah, thank you very much for watching, and happy Valentine's.